What's up, peeps? My name is Andy Schott, and I'm back here with another video. So today we're going to be talking about the newest bill passed in this new abortion bill passing era, these very restrictive abortion bills being passed. So it started off with Georgia, who passed the heartbeat bill, which basically banned abortions after a physician found a fetal heartbeat inside of a pregnant woman. Then there was Alabama, which completely banned abortions altogether, except for very extreme cases of which the woman could be in danger either of dying or of a serious injury afterwards. But now we have Missouri. Missouri's governor, Mike Parson, just passed a bill banning abortions after 8 weeks. So, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about why is he doing this? Is it right? Is it wrong? And when do we think it's okay to have an abortion? Today, Mike Parsons signed House Bill 126, which is the bill saying that there are no longer going to be abortions after 8 weeks in the state of Missouri. And the reason he picked 8 weeks was because that's when the fetus begins to feel pain. So he decided to ban the abortions after that. He tweeted out today saying, "By signing House Bill 126 today, we are sending a strong signal to the nation that, in Missouri, we stand for life, protect women's health, and advocate for the unborn. All life has value and is worth protecting." So that's what he said. Do we believe that after 8 weeks, a fetus is a life? I believe life starts at conception, because that's the only medical way to determine a life is when it's a different genes from a person. But I do not think that abortion should be completely illegal. I do think that there has to be some time for a woman to decide her choice of if she wants to keep the baby or if she wants to keep the fetus or if she doesn't want to keep the fetus. But I think that abortions up to 9 months is immoral, and that's because of late-term abortions, which I will explain to you. If you haven't heard of a late-term abortion, that is an abortion after 20 weeks of pregnancy. And what they do in a late-term abortion, I don't know if you guys know this, but what they do is they open up the uterus into the female. They reach in with pliers that have little serrated teeth on the sides, and they go in, they grab this fetus limb by limb by limb by limb. They go rip each limb, 2 legs, 2 arms. They rip it out. They rip the spine out. They rip the chest out. And then after that, they have to reach into the head, which is too big to fit through the uterus by itself. So they have to reach it in the head with these little serrated pliers. They go in, crush the head. And when you know that you crush the head is when white liquids ooze out of the uterus, because that is the brain of the fetus that just got aborted. And this fetus can feel all of the pain. It can feel its limbs being torn off. And then once they do that, they gotta take a little scalpel or something, and they go around the uterus and they gotta scrape everything off so that they make sure that they got all of this fetus. So I think late-term abortions are immoral. Late-term abortions are definitely immoral. But those aren't as common. I know for a fact those aren't as common, and that's great. I don't want those to be common. I don't think there should ever be a reason to abort a baby after 6 months, after 5 months. I don't think there's ever a reason to abort a baby after that. Missouri is doing this for one reason. And I've been asked this many times by my friends. They all ask me, why are all these states passing these laws now? Why are they all passing these laws now? And I'll tell you why. It's because our Supreme Court is more conservative. Ever since Justice Brett Kavanaugh got appointed into the position, we now have a majority conservative judges or justices in our Supreme Court. Is that these bills have to go through the Supreme Court in order to get passed. And in order for them to get passed, they have to then overrule the passing of the 1972 court case Roe v. Wade. where abortions were made legal in the United States. And that is because, or it was made legal because of the 14th Amendment, which is your right to privacy, which the word privacy never is said in that bill. So the 14th Amendment, here is the 14th Amendment, Section 1, which is where where Roe v. Wade decided that there is a right to privacy. So here we go. So Section 1, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state where they reside. So that sentence basically said that any person born or acclimated and has a citizenship are now citizens of the United States or the state of where they live. Okay, next sentence. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privilege or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. So this is where Roe v. Wade found the right to privacy. So tell me, where is this right to privacy? Where is this right to have an abortion in the Constitution? There is none. There is none. This basically says that a state or the United States cannot take away your three basic freedoms, which are life, liberty, and property. Nowhere in there does that say privacy. Nowhere in there does that say abortion. So, where did Roe v. Wade find this right to privacy? These states are passing these laws because now our justice system is more conservative because of Brett Kavanaugh being appointed into the chair of Supreme Court. So now what they want to do is they want these justices to take a look back at Roe v. Wade, and they want to take a look back at what they did, what mistakes were made, or if they think that it should be overturned, if they think that it should stay the same. So that's why they're doing this. And I didn't know this for the longest time. I didn't know this when Georgia's bill was passed. I didn't know Alabama's bill was passed. But now I do know that from Missouri's bill that they are attempting to overturn Roe v. Wade. And it is a possibility. It is a possibility that they could overturn Roe v. Wade, which means then that abortions may be illegal in the United States. Now, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to have a cutoff time of weeks in which women should be allowed to choose when they can, if they want to terminate the pregnancy or not. My belief is that women should be able to choose up until 8 weeks. If I got a woman pregnant, that's on me, that's on her. We made that decision to have unprotected sex. We made the decision to not take the day after pill. What is that called? The Plan B pill. The Plan B pill. And she got pregnant because of it. And that's the fact that you didn't take precaution, that I didn't take precaution in that situation, is on me. And that's why that abortion should not be a form of contraceptive. I don't think abortion should ever be used as a contraceptive. Or women should not be able to have an abortion out of convenience, or out of just not wanting the baby, because that's just not fair. That's not fair to the human life that they created. Opposed to this bill, the Missouri bill does not give exceptions to people that have been raped or people who are part of incest, which comment down below. I'm a little confused about why incest is in this, because is incest implying that someone was raped, or is incest just the fact that the baby's going to come out with, or has a very high chance of having some sort of disability or something? So please comment down below, why is incest and rape put together as like the two exceptions to the rule? Please let me know, because I've always been kind of confused about that, because incest just seems kind of an odd thing. But anyways, I digress. So in my belief, I think after 8 weeks, a woman should already know if she's pregnant, because if you've had unprotected sex, you should always test yourself at least like a week after or something. Like, You need to be safe. You need to be able to know that you are safe from having a pregnancy or not. I also think there should be exceptions for people that have been raped or people that are part of incest or whatever. And also if the woman's life is in danger, because a woman's life obviously overrules unborn fetus's life. So before this bill hits the media and everyone starts freaking out about how restrictive it is and how women don't have a say in government anymore or women don't have a choice or anything, women will never get prosecuted in this. It's only the people performing the abortions themselves. If a woman performs a self-abortion, she can't be prosecuted. This bill is in place to only protect the unborn because they are life, and people that are going to be born in the United States have a right to life, liberty, and property, like they have in the 14th Amendment. No right to privacy. There's no constitutional right. So if you ever hear someone say that their right to privacy or their right to an abortion is a constitutional right, call them out and say there is no constitutional right that says you are allowed to have a pregnancy and you have a right to privacy. Tell me, do we even have a right to privacy? Because everything we do now is public. Everything online is public. It's in the forum. It's in the stratosphere. It's in the cloud. Like, there is nothing on this earth anymore that is private, I believe. So how do we even have a right to privacy? And how does an abortion come from the right to privacy? Comment down below if you think that we have a right to privacy. And even if the world is private now anyways, because everything is public due to the internet. To recap, Governor Mike Parson passed a bill in Missouri today, House Bill 126, banning abortions after 8 weeks, without the exception of rape or incest, but there is an exception of if the woman is going to be harmed by the pregnancy or if she's going to die by the pregnancy. The reason that Mike Parsons passed this bill is to bring it to Supreme Court, just like how Alabama's done it, just like how Georgia's done it, and they want to have Roe v. Wade overturned because there is no right to privacy. There is no formal right to privacy in the 14th Amendment, which Roe v. Wade was used to prove that abortions were constitutional. And lastly, tell me, is the world private now? Is the world public? Do we have a right to privacy? And comment down below your opinion on abortion and what you guys think about this new Missouri bill that just passed. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you don't unsubscribe for this because this is a little more conservative, but please, tomorrow there will be the game recap of the Bucks-Raptors Game 6, and hopefully the Bucks win tonight, but we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, subscribe, hit the noti bell, notification gang, and like the video. I'll see you guys later. Peace, peeps.